tell me it's
Man, they don't make them like En Vogue no more. Man, I miss En Vogue, man. Now we got WAP and shit like that. Which leads us into the subject of this video. Welcome, sister. Yes, this is about you. No, I'm just saying. This really ain't about you, but it is. So if you want to come in, let me know. I'll get you on. What's up, y'all? What's up? So this is Sub. I'm going live. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with Josiana comment because we've been going back and forth slightly, and I'm gonna be respectful. This ain't nothing personal, obviously. I just disagree, and that's why I say, why do you get offended? Because I don't think this is really about bashing women. It's not bashing women to expect certain things. It's just not. It's not. Just like I'll be the first to say that a man that doesn't want to protect his children or doesn't provide is a sorry motherfucker. I'll be the first nigga to say that. I'm the guy who said I don't want women marching and protesting because first of all, you're not protecting. But if that's what you think protecting is, then fine. I don't want women. Go sit down. We don't need that shit. So that's my first point. That's not protection to me. But if you feel like that, you don't want to do it, fine. Stop protesting. I'm cool with the shit. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But let me read what she said. So I had a video where I played, came out yesterday, talking about Tory Lanez album has nothing to do with Breonna Taylor. And in that video, it said this. Josie said that woman on the radio is the kind of woman that tells her daughter she's lying when her daughter says she's been raped by her mother's boyfriend. Now, I didn't get that. What she said was, and I'm gonna go back and play the clip. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna play the clip of what the lady said because it's just I don't see how you perceive that. I really don't, and I think maybe there's some sort of miscommunication or something. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out because I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go on down here. I've been playing. I played a lot of stuff in the last 24 hours. Here we go. I got it right here. So let's go back and let's hear what this sister got to say. Y'all tell me where this woman is making excuses for boys to be, assholes or whatever, or do whatever. Listen to this.
Hello,
Carol. What do you got to say? I'm bugging.
I think you're not bugging about him dropping the album. That was really lame. But I think we're jumping to the gun of, Tory shot Megan. I personally, I wasn't there. We weren't there. But I just don't believe she was shot in the foot. I just don't believe it. And
Why
I feel
not?
like
Why not? Why don't? I'm just curious. Why don't you believe
because if I was shot in the foot, I'm telling. Like if you're in the car with me and we sitting next to each other,
I don't think that's an illogical statement to say. If somebody shoots you, I'm telling. She wasn't that damn scared of no damn police. That's not hating women. That's not saying you got shot and blaming the woman for, or you got raped and blaming the woman for rape. Well, yeah, sister, you want the link? You come on in. I want you to say something. I want you to get your point out. I ain't gonna cut you off. Come on in. But like I said, I just don't. I said that because the woman brought up Megan wearing a bikini as a reason as to why she's not to believe. Okay, let's keep going.
sir, you got a gun and you just shot me. I'm not keeping my mouth shut about that. I'm not afraid of no cops. If somebody shot me, this boy shot me, it's gonna be a problem. So I just don't believe.
So you think what about her injuries though? That she
So,
clearly.
so this boy right here is going to basically conflate the injuries with being literally shot. If you get some shrapnel from a bullet hitting the cement coming in your foot, that's not being shot, but that's what this chick is trying to say. This is it's clear she did not technically get shot with a bullet going in her damn foot. Okay, that's that. I don't think that's hate. That's, you get what I'm saying. There are injuries, but I don't think she literally got shot in the foot. At first, I heard both feet, but now it's just one foot. We're gonna keep going.
Really had to show because people did, but what are you talking
What
about?
injuries?
She showed her injuries. She showed her
Where?
wounds on social media.
You showing your injuries,
So she showed some wounds, and that means she got shot.
but 5 minutes later, you posted up in your bikini talking about how life.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't.
Because see, this is the thing. Now that girl saying that she's posted up in her bikini is saying it wasn't as bad. It probably was some shrapnel, but you acting like you shot me. You shot me. You making the world go crazy when the dude probably. So I don't even know if he did it, but somebody shot at the ground and some shrapnel went in your foot. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? No, it didn't look like a real gun. A bullet if a Glock had a shot her foot, it'd have been all bust open. We saw the scars and everything. That shit wasn't like that, man.
Matter. She
does
still
matter.
showed her injuries.
You know, it does matter because at the same time, like if you're so concerned about or you're so wounded by this shot, the first thing you're not going to do is just, oh, somebody tried to hurt me. Like one thing about Megan, she's always what I
See, this is the thing. So if the girl doesn't see, this is the thing, man. You have to take past behavior into account when you're dealing with what's up, y'all. When you're dealing with people, you got to take their past into account. You can't just have somebody up there and you don't take their past into account. Meg Thee Stallion has shown a track record of having, let's just say, low C behavior. So I'm sorry, from making a song, the song that you wrote, the things you say in your rhymes speaks to the type of person that you are. We wouldn't say that shit about first time somebody said, hey man, Kid Rock is a Klan member. Folks ain't gonna be like, well, man, we can't take his lyrics and him wearing Confederate flags into account. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Do you have any definitive proof that he's a Klan member? No. First black, oh hell no, that's easy to believe. Yeah, I can believe Kid Rock is a Klan member. It's easy to believe that shit, but when it comes to Meg, we got to separate this whole ass shit she done been doing, telling little girls to sell pussy. I had been caught in lies. She signs contracts, points the finger, plays the victim. She beat her boyfriend, her other boyfriend. That's strike one. Was her other boyfriend who this ain't the first time she done actually got physical with people. She'd had 3 or 4 occasions where people say she's quick to put her hands on people. So I think it's okay for me to say that, yeah, I think I'm gonna probably say that she's probably being extra. That's just me. Let's keep going.
known to her.
Oh, here we go.
So
You
it's
don't. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're pro Tory. Are you a Tory fan?
Wow.
See, now you just a fan just because you just saying the basic stuff, man. He a fan? She a fan just because she's saying, no, I ain't no fan. Watch this to her.
I'm not a fan of neither one.
Are you a laniac?
Yo, this sounds so nuts to me. Like Megan isn't allowed to move on. And now you want to dismiss her wounds because she wears a bikini?
You know, the same way we want to protect black women, we need to protect black men too. I'm a mom of 3 little boys, and if you know, women, I'm a woman. If we don't get our way, you did something terrible to me. And that's just on period.
Well,
Wow.
I'll tell you like this, Carol, because you have 3 little boys.
She said, I'm a woman, and if you don't do what I want, you did something terrible to me. Basically, she's saying, I can get emotional, and if I don't get my way, I throw tantrums. That's what she just said. Let me go back. I'm a woman. Women know this. Young women, I'm not talking about older women, but a girl in her early 20s, yeah, quick to want to throw a tantrum, put their hands on you when the world does not give them what they expect. We see that shit now in society. People are throwing tantrums if Trump wins the election. People are going to basically say we're going to burn America down. You see what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
We want to protect Black women. We
Yo.
need to protect Black men too. I'm a mom of 3 little boys, and if, women, I'm a woman. If we don't get our way, you did something terrible to me, and that's just on period.
Well,
Wow.
I'll tell you like this, Carol, because you have 3 little boys. Please make them accountable for their behavior.
Absolutely.
Hold them
Absolutely. It was corny.
I mean, we got plenty of people telling Black men to be a look, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't hold men accountable for not and just defending. I look at situations objectively. That's what what's her face did. That's what what's her name does all the time. Cynthia G. The Black woman is not protected. I'm sick of hearing that shit. Stop saying that bullshit. When there's plenty of niggas out here that'll catch a bullet for your ass. Plenty of niggas out here that are women that had try to jump on people. I'd have had females back in the day try to get motherfuckers to jump on me because they don't like something I said to her or she don't like. We got plenty. There's not a shortage of Black men who your cousin, your brother, your uncle, your dad that's ready to catch a bullet and catch an ass whooping, or if not give one for a Black woman. I just, you know what I'm saying? You don't throw tantrums? Okay, cool. You don't. Young girls tend to want to put their hands on. If you had to tell me which woman would you say, now you gotta be honest, Josie. If you had to say what group of women would you say would probably want a teenager up until like maybe 26 or older? If we had to split this up, which one's gonna be a firecracker and put our hands on you? I'm gonna go with the young girl. Because the older woman probably done figured out, damn, I hit this dude when I was 22. I really loved him. He left my ass cold, never spoke to me again. That shit hurt and broke my heart. Next man I get, I ain't gonna put my hands. Wisdom tells us that a younger woman is probably gonna put her hands on. So you're anecdotal, to be completely honest with you. An older woman will know, okay, either they'll know because they done got knocked on their ass, or they'll know because they hit a man and he left her ass, or did something even worse and fucked one of her homegirls or something. It happens. But I just, that's what I'm saying. Now, ask me for the link and I'll be glad to bring you on because you might have a lot to say and I would love to hear your opinion. I'm not gonna mute you, anything. I'll let you up. We ain't gonna get no shouting match. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna converse a little bit. That's all. It's a lot of dudes I know that sell drugs, that's shot, that's dead, that's in jail for Black women. Now, am I saying that? And when you say protected, I think there's some truth to that because our community financially doesn't have certain things. So a lot of shit we just cannot do. There are a lot of things we can't affect change on. You know what I'm saying? What you say? Of course, young girls, but it's a difference between a woman like Ashley Banks and Meg Thee Stallion. Well, I don't think Ashley Banks is gonna be out here probably trying to whoop a dude ass and snorting coke because her ex-boyfriend, which I didn't play the video yesterday. But let's play the video of her ex-boyfriend and what he said she did to him. Because this is a first-hand account, right? And what he said she did. Because he said she was beating his ass.
I was at motherfucking South by Southwest, and my motherfucking boyfriend at the time, I had just found out that this nigga had a baby right then and there at the damn concert. What a way to find out your bitch cheated on you and had a baby.
So she thinks it's righteous indignation to put our hands on. Here, listen to it.
Like, I was so mad that I had to just try to collect myself and walk away. So I'm trying to walk away, and my boyfriend at the time was really not trying to see me go. So I'm walking away, and this nigga pulling on me and pushing on me and whatever. Don't let niggas put their hands on you, and don't put your hands on niggas, because I'm
That's what she's saying. Now listen to her now.
not gonna say that I wouldn't put my hands on him, because when that got out of line, I was wrapping his ass up.
You hear? That's about out of her own mouth. Out her She said I was wrapping his ass up. You type that comment, go and delete it. Go and delete this little comment right here. See, y'all want to get his lady excuse. She just said she wrapped him up. He told the other side of it.
But that ain't come at no little cute price. So anyway, and
That ain't come at no price. Her ass got, I think she probably got arrested for that shit. Let's find what he said. Because the ex is really coming. See, we be typing these comments. See how you got this knee-jerk want to defend black women mentality?
Did not put her hands on anyone. Her ex-boyfriend did recently come out and say that one of his girlfriends was physically aggressive and also on drugs. Now, when her ex said this, some blogs picked up on it and thought that he was talking
After she walked away, come on, man. Come on.
about Megan. It's on site, and Malago Grams from Mob Radio reposted what he posted on Instagram, and this is what he said. Let's get this understood right now before I say what I need. Kareem York of public perception. Thankful that Joe Budden
Public perception? Who's he talking about?
brought this to light. I chose to be quiet throughout this time when somebody was putting out a certain narrative about me, and today is the last day for that. I'm not doing any name calling, but why support lies? The night all this happened, this person was on drugs, Xans to be exact. I got my behind beat that night, but I'm being pictured as the abuser on the internet.
Victim. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun, is it?
I don't know how many times that woman put her hands on me with multiple witnesses there to see, but not one time did I hit her. I've had a gun pointed at me with the intentions of being shot, and because of what? A window? A lot of events transpired, and I didn't say anything to nobody, not even to my family when they were asking what happened to my face and neck. It's weak that women try
See, let me tell you something. We got sisters and aunties and moms and stuff. And a dude, when the dudes get jumped on, we are very strong about compartmentalizing that shit and separating. Because if it was just all in the open and we really played the victim, a lot of sisters would be getting fucked up. Just a lot of sisters, when you young and you put your hands on these dudes, he'll call his sisters, he'll call his cousins, he'll call his aunties, and they coming to whoop your ass. It don't happen like that. Because we men, we take that shit. But that's what it is.
to demonize black men like we are not already going through enough in America. I do realize toxic relationships aren't good for anyone, and if you stay in one, it can be detrimental to your physical and mental health. Furthermore, for anybody who has my name in their mouth speaking on my situation that you only heard one side of, please feel free to contact me via DM or text since people want to be passive aggressive towards me. Kareem York isn't taking accountability for something Kareem York didn't do. Pete.
He said Megan and I are still friends. So that's right there. That's right there letting you know who he talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he wasn't talking about Meg, he just would have went ahead and said it. Why would you go on Instagram and say that? He said public perception. Why you worried about some public perception unless you talking about somebody that got some fame? That's just me. That's what it is. And then she clapped back at him. So that lets you know right there. Thank you. That's what I really kind of feel. I think it was something between them two. And he was in the middle of it, trying to stop it. That's really what I think happened. But that being said, why do you guys want to just run to the defense of fuckery? This sister is on some bullshit. I am sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. What is it? What's that show? Marriage Boot Camp. I think that's it. Let me see if I can find the clip of her throwing them apples at that boy, man. Just to show y'all this shit fucked up. Because y'all like, damn, man, you really being an asshole about it. Yeah, because I want y'all to see how she treated this dude. I don't know if I can show you the whole thing, but he got kicked off, man. And and people, let me see if I can find it. Hip Hop Edition. Season 22. View all. Cause this shit ain't right, man. I'm tired of like fuckery, man. These people just making shit up. Bottle shocking outburst. Okay, 6, 5, man. Hard shot. That's it. That's it right here. That's it. So let me sign in right quick. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play this clip. I might even share my damn screen. You know what? I can't share my screen, but I'm definitely going to play it because I want y'all to see how childish this chick is. And I'm talking about Tahiri. Okay, fine, she wrong, but birds of a feather flock together. If Tory wasn't a thug, he wouldn't be hanging with ratchet women like me. Let me say this right here about Tory. Tory Lanez had a past. I don't know. I never, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. And guys, co-sign me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I didn't know about CJ. That mean, all right, so what? He might have got a charge for selling some dope when he was younger. This dude is an international music star who's been in the game hot for like the last 5 years. I don't think he's very young. So when you say he's a thug, that's a relative term. I don't see, first of all, Tory Lanez don't put no fear in nobody hard. I don't see Tory Lanez like that. So what? He got a gun charge or something. He got a, you know what I'm saying? I just don't see him like that. You can classify, it's comfortable to disqualify or dismiss him as a thug just to bolster your case. Oh, he's a thug. He's a lowlife. He's a nobody. It's just like when Dave Chappelle said, you know, a lot of people say these people are crazy. Don't just say somebody crazy because these are some strong people that it took to get to the top of their game and be out here. Maybe it's some sick shit going on out here in Hollywood. Remember he said that? When it comes to these brothers in these situations, it always conveniently flips for him to be a thug. And this pendulum swings both ways because it swings that way for brothers that want to hate on black women, and it swings that way for sisters that want to hate on brothers when they trying to say some real shit. Brothers, I don't see this. I don't see this man as no thug. Tory Lanez didn't strike me as a thug. Tory Lanez the type of nigga, if I was around him, I wouldn't see him like that. He not the type of nigga I was, okay, this nigga's a thug. I know a thug when I see one. He ain't, first of all, he ain't bullying nobody. He ain't, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're a thug, but you get what I'm saying? You can not be a thug and be a damn bully and an asshole. So, okay, he did something he had no business. I think he got a charge a while back. It got cleared up. It is what it is. But I don't see, I'm not just gonna say, okay, Tory Lanez is a thug. Nope, not gonna let you have it. Hey, look, you more than welcome to click the link, sister. Damn, I can't log in. Bam. Let me see if I can do it on YouTube. What the hell? I'll see if I can. Marriage boot. Auto. That's it. See if I can find that clip. So everybody got a big made videos about him choking them.
Tahiri and Votto.
See there?
How do you guys think you did? Could you figure it out?
Hmm?
Could you figure it out, Tahiri?
I think he was enticing me to become that person that I don't want to be anymore. Mm-hmm. And then I look crazy.
Now hold on. Now see how he did? By now he's been humiliated. He's had stuff thrown at him in his face, literally thrown in his face. And they not, you can't find that clip nowhere on the internet.
Extra aggressive. Are you kidding me?
Now watch the reaction. This nigga right here, me and that nigga would have had a problem. Because I don't mind you kicking me off the show. I don't mind you coming at me, but you sat there calmly and before this happened, he had been disrespected on numerous occasions, physically beat, assaulted. Nobody said nothing.
You bugging out. Like, you lucky I don't hurt you, yo.
Are you kidding me?
Chill out. You crazy. You hit the jail. This house is on fire.
See, now she was actually, when they got private, she was like, she really ain't got no business putting her hands on it. Everybody said that. He said she just threw that apple in my motherfucking face for no reason.
You okay? Huh? You okay?
Vado lost it.
He lost it. She put her hands on him. He lost it. Her ass supposed to be kicked off the show too. And I'm gonna show y'all something because she got on there. She was like, I had a guy punch me in the face and I wasn't doing anything. Get the fuck out of here.
He put his hand on me. That's not like him.
You okay, girl?
Yeah, it was unexpected. I haven't registered it yet. And let me just clarify this. Vado's never beat me. But I've been in an abusive relationship. One is enough of your whole life.
How did we get here?
I mean, come on, man. This is crazy. Like, come on.
Here's what I tell every female patient of mine who comes in and have had somebody put hands on her. If there are zero consequences to his action.
You see this shit? You see it. The man's being held responsible. She's not. Ain't nobody saying shit. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, man? What's going on? Sister, I guess that's you, Jose. If that's not, Josie, I mean, if not, click the link. It's in the chat.
If you don't do anything,
Yeah, hello. Yeah.
call anybody next. If you don't violate your next. If you don't relocate yourself physically next. If you don't erect some barriers next. The thing that you're telling him is that what he did was okay.
I'm mad at the fact that she even took me out my character. She been doing continuous. Like, come on here.
He set that. That dude set that and say shit to this man. Watch this.
I've been chilling.
So she was asking.
Yeah.
See that? See that? See that? He baited him. You saw this man is, you know, he angry and frustrated. Well, if you didn't click it, don't know who Kanan is. Hold on one second.
Did you really just say that? No, she wasn't asking for nothing. That was just
Because that's what you're saying.
no. That
See,
was
he got to be a man now. He got to take it on the chin. She hit him. He snapped. He did something he had no business. Okay, it's not you. Come on in.
Oh, you there?
I'm sorry I have to have this conversation with you, but I can't have you in the house.
See how they did that man? Kicked him off the show. They didn't kick him off. They just didn't put him in the house. And then later on, they didn't show, but she came out in the next later scene and was saying something about I had a guy in public who assaulted me and and this and that over the show or something. I don't know what happened. I'm not saying that dude was crazy, but I'm willing to bet she probably threw a drink at the dude or hit him with something and then he hit her. I don't know. I would have to investigate, guys. I would have to investigate before I just go and take Tahiri's word in. That's just me.
Yo, can you come back over
Here we go.
All I'm saying to you, if I'm doing what I'm not supposed to be doing, whatever's on the list, please hit me because I want to learn.
You gonna feel crunchy later.
Go sit there, put down.
I tried. I went back.
So you want me to do it?
See that? Not listening. That's what she's supposed to do. They got these little shock things on.
To the list? Okay.
That
now
sounds
you gonna
good.
get hit
You
all
such
day.
you
Now you
such a
making me shut up.
I ain't saying I condone the dude choking the girl, okay? Let me go ahead and put that out there. He shouldn't have choked her. You know what I'm saying? But hurt people. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna have some fun. Let me finish this clip, Josie, however you pronounce it. And then I'll go ahead.
You're
Now I gotta be the bad guy.
You're so petty. I didn't say. You see what I'm saying? I didn't say anything to him.
You don't have to say nothing. It's what you're doing.
Oh my God!
You are
Shock
walking
me.
electricity.
He's just shocking now.
Since you want to be an ass, I'm gonna be an ass. Yeah, you do that.
You've been shocking me for no reason. Shock me. Go ahead.
Shock you for a reason.
No, you didn't shock me for no reason.
Shock you
I'm
for a
talking to
reason.
them. I'm not talking to you.
I'm talking to you.
I can't even trust you.
Yeah, you lucky you got it all right now. I'll be
That's
here
fine.
3
I can't
times.
even trust you. You're a cheater. You're so whack. I don't care. I don't care. Leave me alone. Leave me
You
alone.
lucky. You got hit about 5 times right now. Put it back on your wrist.
And because you don't even know what I'm shocking you, shocking me out of spite.
How you know the shocking you out of?
You just said I was yelling and I wasn't yelling. You don't never learn nothing. So what am I doing here? Wasting my time? Time is money and you don't pay the bill. So don't waste my time.
That is humiliating to a man. I got Kanan, you a brother?
Yeah, I'm in here.
How
I
would
just
you
had
feel
to.
if your woman said something about you don't pay the bill? How would you feel if she said that in front of about 10 people? Would that piss you off?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, just
Okay, because
man,
that's
that whole
humiliating to
episode.
a man. As a man, I know when my woman say something like that, that's like taking a razor to a man. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's
But
humiliating to even watch that stuff, man.
I don't watch it. What happened is somebody that I'm with watching
Oh
it,
yeah,
and I was
oh yeah.
I
I had
was
to tell you
working,
something too.
and then I stopped. But this part right here, why you got off, Joseph? We was about to tell him. Why you got
Hey, Sub, I
off?
had to tell you something though too.
What's up?
Yeah, you watch Super Sly?
No.
It's this guy named Super Sly
Yeah, I
75.
know who he is.
He
Yeah.
just got the
What about?
yeah. So basically, somebody just like snitched on Megan. Somebody that was there, they was tweeting or whatever. DJ Academic just posted it like 2 days ago. So Megan was fighting for the gun with her best friend. So Tori ran over there to break it all up, and the gun went off. And then she had a hairdresser. Like she basically was saying, I don't know what happened that night, but when I'm around Megan, she gets real disrespectful and start acting all emotional when she's drunk because she's getting over the past of her mom and her grandma and stuff like that. So all that stuff, basically that's what they saying that's what fueled the fire that night and whatnot. And you can tell because she lied and said that she got out the passenger seat and he started shooting. But when you see the helicopter video, which everybody's seen, you clearly see Megan getting out the back seat of the truck, backing up towards the cops with her hands out.
So she lying. Okay, so we got Josie on here. Now, Josie, she just threw the apples in the man's face. That's assault. This is assault, people. You can't do this. If he did her like that, they would have did the same thing. But she gets away with it. She gets away with it. You see that in his face? Nobody. Where's the reaction? Ain't nobody grab her. Ain't nobody say nothing. Everybody just sitting there like, oh, okay, it's cool. She laughing. The shit funny when you beat on the guy. So, okay, sister, you here? We here. So, what's your premise, Josie?
I can't hear you. The audio sounds messed up. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I'm here. I was just trying to see what's your premise. You were saying that I was gonna read your comments. I never really got to the gist of your comments because you had another comment based off this clip. That woman brought up Megan wears a bikini as a reason as to why you shouldn't believe her. That's the same thing as mothers who accuse their daughters of lying when the daughter says she's been raped by the mother's boyfriend or whoever.
Damn.
They bring up the daughter bring up what the daughter has on as if you don't have women in the Middle East who are fully clothed that get raped too. And nobody's saying that women aren't getting raped. In fact, a mother who doesn't believe their daughter is dysfunctional as hell.
But that's my thing. The reason why I brought that up is because she brought up a bikini based off of what the host was saying. She brought up wearing a bikini as a reason why you shouldn't believe her, and that's what was messed up for me. But listening to everything that you said, if everything that you said is true, then okay, yes, Megan was in the wrong. But at the same time, it's like when you have people like, I always feel like birds of a feather flock together, like I said in the comment section. So when you have people like Tory Lanez, even though you say he's not a thug, but he has that thug persona, he tries to have that thug image, it always leads to it always leads to negativity, and you have a tendency to pull negativity towards you. That's why he was dating somebody like Megan Good, right? Okay. It kind of reminds me of people like Tupac. Like, it was said that Tupac originally was not a thug. He was very educated, but then he fell into that thug-like persona, and then ultimately it resulted in his demise.
Okay. Tupac died because he was loyal. Tupac was loyal. Tupac was loyal to Suge. He wasn't a gang member, but he was loyal to some Bloods, and it cost him. That's what that was. I agree. Now, let me say this right here, man. I'm not defending any ratchet behavior at all. Okay? The guy grabbed her and choked her. That's ratchet. You shouldn't do that. You should leave her. You should have dumped her ass and kept it moving. right? It's extremely costly to put your hands on a woman, right? But I just don't see that same energy when a woman touches a man. Now, we're supposed to be gentlemen. And as you see on that show, Marriage Boot Camp, they literally just completely, played it off as he got beat.
I'm sorry, but
Nobody
audio.
did
Every time
shit.
you bring the computer screen up, the audio messes up.
Okay, I'll stop it.
I don't know if it has something to do with it.
Okay, I'll stop it.
Yeah,
But
that video, it was right next to that yellow robot thing.
yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna check it out. I'm not surprised. So basically, we kind of pieced together the story that she said is a lie. We're starting to see now that she said she was in the front seat, but she in the back seat.
Right.
So she lied. So
She
now
got
we
out from
already
the back.
see it. So she already caught in the lie, Josie. So you get what I'm saying? The information is starting to piece together that she's probably lying. And we know he was sleeping with both of them.
And she said
It's
that she was
people-
shot in both feet.
And she wasn't. Exactly. That's another lie. You get what I'm saying? It's just inconsistency. So we can't trust this lady. It seems like she's a low character. She's not Ashley Banks. Okay? She's not. She's not the Tatiana Ali, who I didn't never see get caught up in those stories like that. You know what I'm saying? We just don't see that type of action. She was whooping that. She tried to whoop that girl behind me, fighting over the gun. You know why? Because they found out both of them was sleeping with him. She did not want to claim him publicly. I don't blame Tory Lanez. Nigga, fuck everything you can. That's how he said that on the album. I'm gonna hit everything I can. There ain't turning nothing.
Okay, but wait a minute. When it comes to that, did he tell her that, or did he like was it a situation where they was in a relationship but they just wanted to keep it on the low, or she wanted to keep it on the low, or
it was a
Seems
career
like
thing?
it.
It was a
Seems
career
like
thing.
it, yeah.
He wanted to go. I believe he wanted to go. Look, Tory Lanez, it ain't gonna hurt him to come out and say he is in a relationship with Megan. It would only probably enhance his career. It would have enhanced her career. When you get, because he's not no slouch guy. This ain't Tory Lanez ain't no little slouch. He's no pushover as an artist. So it probably wouldn't have hurt her, but Jay-Z and all of them telling them not to do that, although he did the same thing with Beyonce. Basically, when she got with Rock Nation, they telling her what to do and what not to do. She was basically felt like she was under the situation where she felt like she didn't need to say something. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I think Tory's protecting that other girl. That's what I think happened. She got in that car because they was fighting
But
over the
no,
gun.
my question is, was he in a relationship with her, and is it a situation where they were in a relationship but she just didn't want it to be in the open, or were they
They
not in a
came out on the
relationship?
low. Yep. It was on the low. You can tell.
Okay,
because
so
they ain't
all
said
right,
nothing.
let's say
Even
they both had. Let's say they had an agreement that it was on the low, right? If they have an agreement that it's on the low, he can fuck with Kylie Jenner. And
No, he can't.
Not shit.
No, he can't. If you're in a
Come on,
relationship
bro.
with somebody, you're not supposed to like. That's
Not
a
if you're
conversation.
in no. See, now we have to make titles, and if you're gonna make a title, you ain't finna be ashamed of my ass. So if you're ashamed to put me on social media,
How do you know it's a thing of being ashamed? Maybe she just don't want somebody in her business.
It ain't. No, because she.
Yeah,
if she
we didn't know
about
they
the
was
business,
messing around
why
until
is she out there
the shooting
kissing all
happened.
these people? Why was she messing with Moneybag Yo? Why she out here kissing all these different dudes, kissing the grimy little sloppy looking white boy she was kissing? Why she out there doing that if she don't want nobody in her business? Exactly.
Yeah, she was. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, but the thing is this, man. This girl probably didn't want to, for whatever reason, make it public. Okay, a dude that he probably feel like, okay, I got one of the hottest chicks in the game. I'm sleeping with her. This my girl. You know, we be messing around, right? And then she mess around, and then some stuff happened where you kind of, she finds out that I'm sleeping with her homegirl. Right? So I'm fucking both of them. Both of them get mad because he's flirting with Kylie Jenner, who got more money and more clout than all of them, and could probably buy all their asses. So all of them gonna feel insecure around Kylie Jenner. Not because she's the better looking woman, but because she got the fame and notoriety that she has, made her feel insecure. That took her and sent her over the edge. I just showed you on numerous occasions where she'll put her hands on her ex. I showed you she has low character. I think she ratchet. I think her ex put her out there by the time she pops pills. She's a ratchet chick. Just because she went to college don't mean her ass ain't ratchet. I went to college too. I know a bunch of ratchet ass educated women. So
okay, I agree. She's ratchet. Based off of her image, she's ratchet. I agree with that. But my thing is
her behavior. Go ahead.
That shouldn't be no
my
question.
thing is, why put yourself in that predicament? Like I feel like anytime you play those kind of games, you're asking for trouble. Now that doesn't give her the right to hit him and do all kind of wild things to him. Just like with sometimes a guy, if you cheat on a guy and he gets upset, he might put his hands on her or try and go fight the guy that you cheated on him with, right? But when you play those kind of games, you bring very dangerous things to you. It's like karma.
Women, y'all can't play like that. This is just proof.
I understand it, but that's not my point. That's not my point.
Well, let me get the point out. Women will go out here and think you can just bounce up and down on the dick, dude, go all up inside your brain, and you think that there's not gonna be some sort of emotional connection. Obviously, both of them.
That was not my point.
Go ahead. I'm not.
That was not my point. My point is when you do dangerous.
Go ahead.
My point is when you do dangerous things, when you involve yourself in these kind of activities, bad things are going to happen to you, or are likely to happen to you.
On both sides.
Tell me.
Oh yes, on both sides. That's my
hold on. Tell me what the activities are.
When you're sitting up there playing games, like, okay, yes, she might have been playing games with him, but instead of just leaving and being like, you know what, I don't want anything to do with you, you went and did something vindictive and slept with her friend, which
Mm-hmm.
that she wasn't going to like. And you didn't know, and you're dealing with a ratchet woman. You're dealing with the type of woman that'll make a song like that song she just made with Cardi B.
They actually was saying that she was sleeping with the friend first, and Megan.
Who was sleeping with the friend first?
They were saying that he was sleeping with Kelsey first. Then Megan found out about it, or whatever. I guess she didn't want it to be Megan.
Exactly. He's playing games. He's making a mess.
He's not making a mess. No. Wait. Hold on, guy. Hold on. Let me make a point. This point I want to make. A woman, look, man. If I look at you as a grown woman and we have a agreement that we gonna fuck and that it is what it is, you cannot snap. Now, if you're gonna snap, then you just need to pull back. But this, you can't see. That tells you right there the way she raps is not really how she really built.
Well, I just don't believe life works like that. I don't.
What you mean life don't work like that? What you mean?
You can sit like, yes, what you're saying is true. You make that agreement, yes, but when you deal because I have certain beliefs. I'm a Christian, right? So I just believe that no matter how hard you try to make these things normal, it's not going to be normal, and it's always going to be chaos.
I agree with you, sister. I'm a believer too, but I don't believe that women like that. But I think that what happens is women, this day and age, women will try to make these agreements, and the dude be like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And then he gonna get there and try to put it on you like you ain't never had it. And then he wants to keep you tied up emotionally into him. And then he's gonna do something and you're gonna rise. You're gonna get emotional because that's how God made you. You ain't built to be out here bouncing up and down on 5 and 6 dudes. You really supposed to be with one man. But you should have but if you're gonna do that, you should have just went ahead, baby, this is what it's gonna be. And if he cheat, then it is what it is. But at least he's being dishonest at that time. I can't really say he did nothing wrong when you don't want to claim him. That's something up with it. Because I bet you'll claim your man if you're in a relationship. I ain't saying you gotta be telling everybody, hey, this my man, this what he do in the bedroom, this what he do. You gotta say all that, but you do need to at least put a title on it because someone else who may be your friend or anybody, if y'all hanging out, may find an attraction. And I done had that happen back when I ain't think you supposed to put title, and then it got a little touchy. Like, you know what? I should have said something. I ain't gonna ever do that again. If I'm gonna be around somebody and I really got feelings for them, I'm gonna let her know. We're gonna both say, hey, what are we doing? This is what women want to see. What are we doing? That's the man leading, right? That's what you're supposed to lead, set the tone. This is what we're doing. This is how it's gonna be. It is what it is. This is the direction we're leading towards. Otherwise, you wasting her time. You really ain't waiting. I'm gonna play this. Men will sleep with you and waste your time because he getting what he wants. So you the fool. A woman is a fool if she let a man do that. But that's on her because he getting what he wants. Why would he want to marry her?
May I say something?
Go ahead.
I mean, these types of situations. I mean, if she chose to actually, in these situations, a female chooses to be in that what you will call friends with benefit situation. So It's not that he's wasting her time. It's that if she chooses to be involved in that situation, she's looking at it as her time being spent the way she wanted to be spent.
Facts.
So yeah, and not only that, but the young lady, what's her name? Well, Josie, the young lady, she made a statement in regards to the situation, saying that if you play these types of games, then whatever type of consequence you're gonna get, that's what you deserve. And in my opinion, I kind of feel that she's rationalizing the Megan putting hands on the guy, because the fact
I'm
of the
not
matter
rationalizing her putting hands on the guy.
that's how it comes out as. You are rationalizing that, but
no, I'm not.
Hold on, let me speak. Hold on, let me finish. The fact of the matter is, if two people agree to just sleep around, they're not having any real commitment, just sleeping around. Then the fact of the matter is, nobody exclusively belongs to anyone. Therefore, each person has the right to go around and sleep with another person if they feel like it, because there is no commitment. So the female in that situation, hold on, let me finish. Megan in that situation, regardless of how she feels about him, had no right to put any hands on him for sleeping around some other guy. If they agree to have some side of friends with benefits type of deal, you get me? But go ahead, young lady, go ahead.
But we don't know that she agreed. And my original point was that
what
you can't do things like this. You can't do things like this.
Go ahead, sister.
You can't do things like this and expect to get the right results. I understand that we live in a world where this stuff is normal, but my whole idea is when you do things that God told you not to do, all kinds of hell will break loose. That's my belief. We can sit here and try to rationalize and be like, oh, well, if you agree to that, then you shouldn't get upset if he sleeps around with somebody. Logically, okay, yes. But in terms of just how this world works spiritually, it will never be a situation where you do these things and some kind of drama does not occur.
Well, the thing is, okay, this is the thing. When you agree, I would only agree with your logic when it comes to someone being affected with STDs and what have you. But when it comes to emotions, the thing is, when it comes to your emotions, the thing is that it's your responsibility to put your emotions in order. Especially if you choose, especially if you choose to get yourself involved in these situations. No. There's no justification or rationale to a female being emotional and putting hands on another man, right? On a male or anybody. Hold on, let me finish. No, but you justify. You tried to rationalize.
No, I'm telling you how the world works spiritually. You cannot do things like that and expect for things to work out normally for you.
That is your theory, but that is not really a fact.
Guys, let me say this right here. I think let me try to bridge you guys. I think what she's saying is it's wrong, but it's wrong to do things, but people get emotional. And when you're emotional, you're gonna do dumb stuff. I think that's what she's saying. And you saying she was wrong.
But that's still rationalizing. But when you say that, that's still rationalizing something that's wrong.
That's not what I'm saying.
It's not rationalizing because
it is rationalizing.
Let me get it. I think rationalizing would mean you don't believe that there should be any consequences. Then you rationalize it and say, you know what, we shouldn't hold her accountable because she's emotional. Then that's rational. But if I say, why did she do it? She was emotional. You still got to deal with the consequences. It doesn't make. That's what I think the difference is.
But then she's speaking on the spiritual aspect of it, saying like things like karma and stuff. But in a relationship, in a 3-part relationship where you're not telling your homegirl, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't think Tori was in the wrong for wanting to holler at Kylie. You know what I'm saying? Because Megan trying to boss hog him. So, you know what I'm saying? How is God supposed to look at that?
I think Tori young. Tori is young. I know I'm older. I know damn well you can't sleep with a woman and be in her face if y'all got some sort of connection. I know better. I know if I'm messing with a woman and I know she got feelings for me, if I do something in her face, she might play it off. She feels some type of way. If you're gonna be like that until you and Megan get to a point where y'all want to come open, hey, we committed in a relationship. If y'all like that, don't be around her doing that. Don't. In fact, it just was. It was sloppy to be in front of them. If you know how women are, I know that.
And he's reaping what he sowed, right? From that, right?
Well, I'm put like this. If you know you sleeping with a woman, we as men, we know, man. If you're a man, you
I'm
get
34.
women with sleep. Exactly. So when you sleep with a woman, you know damn well most of the time they try to talk like this feminism. Yeah, that shit go out the window when the legs have been pinned behind the head. She's completely giving you something that she feels like you should honor her for that. Now, she may not say that, but that's how she feels. So you can't be in her face, even though you may be free to do whatever. Out of respect, I wouldn't have done that like that. That is just youth. I think that's just youthful exuberance for him to do that in front of them like that. And it led to this. I would have avoided that by not doing it. Not to say that he wasn't in his rights. You within your rights to do whatever until you commit to a real relationship. But until that point, I wouldn't do that in front of a woman like that because I know he ain't gonna do them but make her emotional. Especially both of them got emotional. Now if I was Tory Lanez, would I do that again next week after all this shit that didn't happen? Wisdom is just living life and saying, you know what, I shouldn't have done that. If you putting your dick in a woman, you know damn well she gonna get emotional most of the time, unless you talking about a damn prostitute or something.
Yep.
My mom told me a long time ago that you do not play with people's emotions, right? So, for example, if you're in a relationship, like if I'm in a relationship with a guy, and let's say hypothetically we make an agreement that I can, like, we're in an open relationship. Now, granted, I would never do this in real life because that's just not how I am, right? But let's say we did, or let's not even say that. Let's say somehow, some way, I'm playing with his emotions, and I'm like trying to make him jealous, and I'm flirting with some other guy, right? Let's say I'm not even cheating. I'm flirting with some other guy. If I'm wise, I'm not going to do that, because even though he's shown for so long that he's a calm person, you never know what's going to make somebody snap. And I know that people, when emotions are involved, it's no telling what they might do. So I'm not going to put him in danger by the guy that I'm flirting with. I'm not going to put him in danger by flirting with him. I'm not going to make this man jealous and playing with his emotions, because that's just not something you're supposed to do. That's the same thing I'm saying with Tory Lanez. Is it wrong now if the guy I'm dating, if he snapped on me and tried to hurt me in some type of way, he would be wrong, just like how Megan Thee Stallion, when she snapped on that guy, that was absolutely wrong. And if she went to jail, then that's what she deserves, right? But my thing is, you can't do things in life. You can't play with people's emotions and expect for absolutely nothing to happen.
Well, let me tell you. Okay, let me take your example, your hypothetical scenario that you took about you and the guy being in an open relationship, and then you flirt with the other guy, and then the guy that you agree with being in an open relationship with, she got mad and what have you. The thing is that, okay, I get where you're coming from, but the fact of the matter is, if the agreement is that it's in an open relationship, you flirt with somebody else, he gets mad. He gets mad. It's 100% his fault, because he knew what he got into. You know, it's 100% his fault for him getting mad, because that means that he could not handle being involved. Hold on, don't interrupt me when I'm speaking. That means don't interrupt me when I'm speaking, please. Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking.
Hold on, guys. Let's not argue. Let's let everybody speak. I'm gonna let him speak because he's speaking wacky, and then Jose. I mean, how do you pronounce it? I'm sorry, Josie. You can speak. Let's let him go ahead and get his complete sentiment out. I don't want nobody getting no personal or anything like that. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get personal, because remember, she's bringing out hypothetical, so I don't even know her. I'm just going on according to what she was saying according to her hypothetical. But if two people agree to be in an open relationship, right? Then the thing is that if a male in that open relationship finds that female flirting with somebody else, if he gets mad and upset, that means that he is not able to handle being in an open relationship, which also means that he shouldn't have entered that open relationship. So therefore, if he gets emotional while at the same time agreeing to be in an open relationship and does something as a result of his emotions, it's 100% his fault.
Agreed. I agree. I think a man, and Josie, you next. I think a man that gets emotional in that situation and to put his hand on Josie in that hypothetical situation is 100% wrong. I know that, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm unarmed. Cop pulls me over. I say some disrespectful stuff to the cop. The cop gets in his emotions and does something to me. Is that smart? No, I don't. I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Even though the cop had cops disrespect me, but I know to control my emotions, because if I say something and provoke this cop, he's going to pounce on me. Even though I ain't worried about him whooping my ass, but at the end of the day, some cops can whoop your ass. Not all of them. Some of them can, some of them can't. It's the fact that he has the power of the government behind him. So I think in that regard, I don't think you guys are really too far apart. I really think you know what I'm saying? I don't think she's saying that he's partially wrong. No, if she said if a guy says we have a conversation, we both agree that we're in an open relationship, I can do what I want to do, you can do what you want to do. And then I'm out with a guy in your face, right, dancing all up on him at a club or something. You get mad, come want to fight or put your hands on me or do something crazy. If that happens, he's wrong, because you told me out your mouth that you wasn't gonna do that. That's what you said. So you are wrong.
Yo, Sub, sorry to interrupt, Sub. The fact that the matter, she said that basically, I'm just paraphrasing what she's saying. She's saying that a person should not do things to provoke another person and play with that person's emotions. So in a way, she's kind of saying that in these situations, the person who is the provocator is in a way.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should provoke a cop. I don't think you should.
Right.
If I'm speaking with a woman, I ain't gonna just put some shit all out in her face. Even though we say that, I'm not. Now you might.
My thing is,
it depends on the woman.
I don't think you should provoke a cop, but at the same time, the cop swore an oath and a responsibility to be professional. So at all times, even though someone tried to provoke him, the cop is still responsible to be professional.
But you do know better. You don't trust cops, just like I don't.
And the cop knows better also. But go ahead.
Still not smart.
My thing is, because I'm a Christian, I have certain beliefs. And I just feel like you can't, yes, logically, if you make an agreement, you're supposed to keep it. So if you make an agreement that you can go around sleeping with anybody and doing anything because you're not in an official relationship, then you can't get mad at the other person. But just knowing, just seeing how the world operates and how people who make these agreements, a lot of times it doesn't work out. A lot of times somebody's going to catch emotions, right? And even when you look at, for example, when you look at, this is kind of off topic, but when you look at the single mother or, single mothers and single fathers, people having children outside of marriage. Logically speaking, if you make an agreement to do that, you'd be like, okay, well, it should work out. But good and well, most of the time, if you have a child with somebody whom you're not married to, or you're not at least, in a committed relationship with, and y'all living in two different houses, good and well, based off of how the community has turned out, it's not going to work out well. So that's my thing. Like, you can sit here logically and be like, oh, somebody should be able to raise their child by themselves, but it just doesn't work like that. I just feel like everything that we're trying to do, it goes against the Bible and based off of my own beliefs. And these things that go against the Bible, you can sit here and make an agreement to do these things, but ultimately it's going to result in your demise. It's going to result in the demise.
Like gay marriage. Like gay marriage.
Well, that's true.
I agree. Gay marriage is an abomination. I have no problem with it. I don't even think I have to use the Bible per se, because I'm sure everybody may or may not be a believer that listens. But I just think it's like a child. When you tell a child, if you do this, I'm gonna whoop you now. You're gonna get a whipping. The child is wrong, but you might hold the child as responsible, but chances are he's gonna do it because he's just your child. He gonna have to. If I tell him not to try to watch TV, not to try to eat candy, not to try. Kids are gonna do certain things. There's certain things that I think we can trust and know that human nature has taught us for thousands of years that chances are, if you sleeping with a woman, putting it on her, she's gonna eventually. And we've seen this as men. Women get.
We know that though.
We know that women don't. Women and the way a guy thinks is, okay, whatever I need to say to get you to spread them legs, I'm gonna let you. Okay, yeah, we chilling. Okay. Next thing you know, you got feelings. I knew you was gonna get feelings, but you know what I'm saying. But you want to play this game. That's what you want to do, fine. Tori was just the reason I said I can't blame Tori, and I agree with Wacky. That's her fault. She should have known not to do that. She is 100% responsible because she went into that situation messing with a guy who she didn't want to claim, and both of them didn't want. None of them was claiming him. And he like, all right, fine, I'm finna go at Kylie, and they really got insecure when they see this white girl that everybody. They really insecure about that. So
but
that
she wanted to claim G Herbo. I mean, what's that dude named G Easy? She would claim him, that white dude she was dating.
Yeah,
but
she
she want to play Tori.
him.
She was claiming him, but she want to play
She
Tori.
was talking him, though.
Why
would you
5'3"? Oh, I'm 5'3" now.
Why would you be tongue kissing? That's man, it looks sloppy. Like you up there. Why you mouth kissing a white boy if you don't want it?
But yeah, we don't want to say nothing about Tori.
Yeah. I'm like, at least if we saw you with Tori, like, oh, okay, they a hot couple. Tori done made plenty of hits. He got plenty of money. He a producer. He a singer. The boy is mad talented. That would be great. As you can see, he just made this sick album. It probably would have been a good look. So what? He 5'7".
Yeah.
Now you talking about he 5'3", 120 pounds, and then now we checking her in lies. Her story's not adding up, which I knew it. Nope. Cynthia G got mad. Why can't we just take her at face value? Past behavior. Look, I have a reputation. You're not gonna trust me. It's just like if I keep saying the sky's falling. Eventually, you're not gonna believe me. Or what the boy who cried wolf. She has had too many situations, her character over the years. She's not an Ashley Banks. She ratchet, man. So at the end of the day, I don't believe it. I knew when the instant it happened, I was like, okay, she got emotional because she strikes me as that. And I've been on this earth long enough, just like the dude said in Baby Boy, you may think it's new, but it's a rerun to me. I'd have seen chicks like her before. I've seen Meg Thee Stallions. I went to school with them, dated a couple of them. I know how they are.
Well,
quick to want to got a temper, got this. Soon as something happens, she's quick to want to strike into. I'm a black woman, and the black woman can't do this. She strikes into that, want to play the victim and tug at your heartstrings and make you feel guilty. Meanwhile, she manipulative as hell, like we see right now.
Yes. Sub-Zero, right? One thing is that a lot of people have not addressed is that the fact that Megan claimed that she got shot in the foot, but she's still walking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you do. I mean, people are people aware that if someone gets shot in the foot, depending on where they get shot at, that the bullet hits the bone, and it takes like more than a year for a person to be able to walk.
She was in a bandage. She was not even in a cast. If they break,
not even a cast. If you get shot in the
22 would break your damn foot bones. If you shoot a damn 22, it'll break.
If you get shot in the foot, it's gonna take about a year and a half before you can walk again.
Yeah, I got homeboys that really got shot in the foot. It ain't nothing to play with in the foot. Yeah.
Yeah, I've known someone that got shot in the foot. You know, I've got a family who got shot in the leg, but that's the leg, not the foot. But I've known someone who got shot in the foot. You laughing, but that's true. Go ahead.
I mean, it's crazy, man.
It is.
Well, my advice to Tory Lanez would be to stop messing with people like Megan Thee Stallion, and mess with people like Ashley Banks. He's such a good guy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A guy like that has Ashley Banks. He has those too. He's rich.
So why isn't he with him?
I mean, he's young. I'm gonna be honest with you. A guy like Tory Lanez can get the quiet girl and think she's too good for the regular doctor or lawyer. She think I need a famous nigga because I'm beautiful. So she got them, and he got the ratchet hoes, the strippers, and he got the famous, stripper rappers. He can probably flirt around and probably look, good example.
But my thing is, why would he want to be around ratchet people?
Because he's young. He wants some pussy. He wants to sleep.
I'm young. And I don't like danger.
Well, that's you. You was probably raised right. That's good. You're trying to follow a certain code, and that's good, sister.
A lot of girls, you smart. You got some sense, Josie. That's it. Some people just keep it.
Girls like excitement. And another thing, look at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon bragged about how much ass he got in the industry. That nigga done slept with everybody. I know a few people that's kind of in the industry. Look at they run through these ladies like it ain't nothing. So at that age, if he got those types of options, look at he flirting with Kylie Jenner, and she probably getting us some cooperation. He hitting a homegirl. He hit the hottest chick in the game, supposedly, one of the hottest chicks, right? And he probably got 5 or 6 other strippers he hit that look way better than all of them put together. I mean, You know what I'm saying? He got his can, he got his cake, and he eating it too. Why would he take a girl? Now, when his career fall apart, he get older, he might think like that. But right now, he got a lot of choices. And he young, man. I'm telling you, when I was young, if I'd have made it to the NBA now, I'd have been a straight hole. I know I would have.
I wasn't in the NBA and still had that. Still did it.
That's a good point right here. He said, Ray Gun said she's fun, which I ain't gonna lie, them ratchet chicks tend to be. You're gonna always have a good time. And I gave you the link, Rainey. The link is in there if you want to click it.
Well, he shouldn't be surprised if he run into more trouble.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, but guys, I gotta go. It was good speaking with you.
I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it, bro. Where you from? You from LA?
Yo, nah, I'm a Laker fan, but I'm from New York.
Oh, New York. Okay.
Yeah. A Laker fan in New York. Yep.
Hey.
Yeah.
I hope you turn into a Nets fan next year. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
I'm gonna stay with the Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you might be a real Laker fan, so you know what? I ain't gonna trip. You know
yeah, I've been a Laker fan since 2000.
When they was losing.
When they was losing, when they was winning, when they was losing. I'll say this: after Michael Jordan left the NBA, I became a Kobe Bryant fan because he reminded me so much of Michael Jordan, and then I end up just becoming a Laker fan ever since. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't really hate LeBron. I just think he's not Michael Jordan. That's all. And I'm tired of people just lying to make him don't lie. Don't cherry pick stats to make him better than Michael Jordan. I saw both of them. And I'm telling you, it is not even close.
Nah, he's not better than Michael Jordan. He's not.
Y'all talking about the NBA now?
He's not.
We just had a little quick little side. What's up, Raymond?
10 finals, bro.
What's good, Raymond?
Oh,
so y'all have a good night. Y'all have good day.
All right,
Peace, man. Peace and blessings.
All right.
Peace.
What's up, Raymond? Hey, what's going on? Kanan, I got you, Kanan, about them 10 finals with all who's who of all Hall of Famers.
Oh no, I'm just congratulating.
First team all. Okay, congratulations.
That's all.
You got first team all NBA on his team, averaging more points, rebounds, leading all the PERs. Hey, and yet you supposed to be MVP. I get it.
Oh no, he was just mad. He only got 16 votes out of 101.
He shouldn't have got none, to be honest with you.
Oh no, he had a good season. A good season.
He had a statistically.
He had a very good season. He
led the league. He led the league in assists. That's it. He led the team in assists. Every other statistical category.
He was running behind Giannis the whole season. He was number 2 behind Giannis. He was the second best player behind Giannis. He just mad that he only got 16 votes out of 101. That's all that was. It was nothing.
Good. He wasn't. I don't even think he was. He should have been in.
Oh, it don't matter. He gonna get this 4th. It's all good. It's chill.
Yeah, he gonna get it. He gonna get it because he got a stacked team. You're right. All right. All right. So, Rainey, what's up, sister? What you got?
Greetings. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. First of all, always great to see you and hear you, Sub-Zero, and I just want to show appreciation and gratitude just for who you are online and offline. Then just that really quickly. You're very welcome. Greetings, everyone on the panel to the chat room. So I had a couple of things that I wanted to comment on. One of the things being is I want to take what Josie is saying about the you shouldn't play with anybody's emotions, and you shouldn't get involved with these kind of relationships because of these kind of rewards or consequences. And the thing with that, Josie, and God bless you and everything, is you're bringing a spiritual perspective to people who are making worldly decisions, about people who are making worldly decisions. And when it comes to that, no matter who we are or our relationship, we will never get spiritual results from worldly decisions or worldly actions. We reap what we sow. So, and also I wanted to say that with the exception of self-defense or being in fear of your life or in immediate danger, no one should put their hands on anyone regardless of the nature of your relationship.
Agreed.
True.
Let's see. Another thing I wanted to say was that, irregardless to how people get involved, say casually, romantically, or whatever, the nature or the status of the relationship does not change because emotions have gotten involved. If two people agree to be in a casual relationship, not committed, just because one person's emotions gets involved or gets more deep, they get deeper emotionally connected, that does not automatically change the status of the initial conversation or agreement or relationship.
It doesn't.
And it does not entitle, your emotions does not entitle you to a commitment from someone either.
It doesn't.
Your emotions are your responsibility.
But let me ask you this. Your emotions are your responsibility. Is it illogical to think that someone will or can get emotional if they see you interacting with someone else? Is that illogical, or is that like, you know what? I don't think that's far-fetched to assume that people
It's not far-fetched at all. That's human nature.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's not wise.
Yeah, it's not illogical. It's human nature. But being that it's human nature, we should learn to be self-aware about what we're feeling and learn how to say how we're feeling and respond without reacting. And that all takes growth, right? These are things this is the kind of thing that is intentional development, self-development. And it's also allowing yourself to be vulnerable, right? Be humbled, right? And being courageous, as well as being fearful and expressing your fears, because essentially what's at the end or the root of the feeling of jealousy is the fear of someone may actually take what you see value in. And if you have not expressed the value of what you see potentially now maybe walking away or someone else being able to grab, there's your opportunity to express that.
Well, yeah, I think that's what she did. She's young and don't know how to control her emotions. She doesn't know how to. I think she got upset when she realized he was sleeping with her friend. He was sleeping with her. He flirting with Kylie. He's a hoe. He's a freak. He's out there in the streets every day of the week, right? And so that's the problem. She got upset. She couldn't handle it. And
emotions.
That's just that. Yeah, it's just emotions, which I've been emotional too. See, I ain't no fool. I know what to play with, know what not to play with. I know I ain't built for certain things. I ain't built like that. I'm not built like that to be. If we really into it, like if I'm into you, like we ain't just know somebody I just once or twice. We doing it. No. I need to know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Can I say something?
Men do have feelings too. Men do become emotional too. And with men being emotional, it may not be to the same degree, or it may not even look the same way as a woman becoming emotionally involved after or during a sexual connection and spending more time, but it doesn't negate the power of a man's emotions either.
Well, it doesn't. If I'm into a female and I've been wanting her for years, she finally has sex with me. Now, this happened to my homeboy. He wanted this girl. He's crazy about her. She gave him some. He lost his damn mind. She told him before going in, look, man, we just having fun. He said, okay, because he wanted it so bad he didn't care. And he wound up crying she broke his heart bad. Like he cried like for months, crying. He would just be crying sitting there standing. I mean, she really broke his heart because he failed quick. He
Mm-hmm.
fell in love with her
Mm-hmm.
because it was the type of girl he always talked about her. He thought she was all that. He finally got with her, and he was in love. He didn't say it. They was in each other. She used him. She wiped her ass with him and discarded him. That's what she did. Till this other nigga came back. The dude came back she really liked and dumped him cold. No remorse, right? But she told him. She told him. So technically, and I thought, well, man, she did tell you. Yeah, man. And he felt like, yeah, she knew, but she knew how I felt. It's on you as a woman or man. If you know how a person when they into you and you just kicking it and having fun, and when you see that person really getting deep, you may not even be able to tell them because they're probably, but you need to kind of pull back a little bit. That's why you see people, I think we need to slow down a little bit. Because if you're really trying to protect that person. But if you just like, it's all about me, because she, from what I hear, she really liked it, the sex, let's put it like that. So she just used him.
Mm-hmm.
Used him for his sex. Slept with him. This dude was spending money and making posts about her. This nigga was, talking to her at 2 a.m. And she just was, I like him. And then when when she was like, okay, it's over, I got somebody. She had no remorse. She was cold.
Right.
Like,
because he had yearning for her. He was
Reigning woman.
Yes.
Go ahead, Jose.
It's Josie.
Josie.
My bad.
I just want to say, because you called my name, you said my name originally, so I'm assuming you were addressing me directly. And you said something about how Megan Good, you shouldn't put your hands on anybody at for any reason, which is absolutely true. And then you said something about how if you agree to be in a relationship with someone and no strings attached, y'all are in an open relationship, you can't decide that you want to catch emotions and then get upset when the other person doesn't want to, be in a relationship. That's true, but that was not my point. My point is, yes, when you make an agreement to be in those kind of relationships, and y'all say that no strings attached, meaning no feelings should be involved. Yes, you should keep that agreement, but I just feel like it's not wise. It's not wise.
Hey,
No,
Sub, I think it's all Interscope. Subs, I think it's all about that Interscope stuff, man. For real. I to be honest, I think we was getting too deep for the relationship thing, but I think the Interscope has something to do with the whole thing too, though. What you think, man?
Yeah, with her blaming him, I agree. I agree with that. But let me say this. Somebody said this right here. He broke his own heart. Let me kind of address this. I've been in situations with a woman, knew she was catching feelings and pulled back because I protected her heart. That's just wisdom. Now, as you date and you get older, you'll say, you know what, she getting real serious. This girl falling. Some girls you can tell if I date her, she's gonna be in love in like a week. I need to pull back. I need to slow down. It's just wisdom, because I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to hurt people. I can't be like, oh, well, that's on you. It ain't me. I feel I'm sleeping like a baby. No, because I feel, because I've been hurt before, and I don't want nobody else to feel what I felt. So I'm like, you know what? Let me make sure I don't go throughout, because I do believe in, dare I say, karma, or you reaping what you sow. So I don't, even though you may feel like your intentions weren't this, you can't be sloppy with people's hearts. I try not to be sloppy with people's hearts. That's just me. And I think that is sloppy to see my homeboy. She knew he liked her. She knew how much he was crazy about her. She slept with him, used him up. I'm talking about for months. That's just like, hey, I got some, some boo. I need to wipe my ass. Let me use him and wipe my ass real quick. And just throw him in the trash. That's what she did.
What she did to him.
Yeah, that's, and for people not to even see that and say he did it because he knew she. No, you sleeping with me, you kissing me, you sending me, hey, what's up, handsome? Hey, all types of shit. It's certain things you should not do to a person if you don't want that type of energy. Don't be sending me text messages. Don't be staying on the phone with me at 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't be coming to spend the night. We laying in the bed kissing and holding. That's what that was at. Go ahead, my bad.
On the album, bro, he was saying that she was crying in his arms about her. When you're doing stuff like that, you take it to another level. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not just sleeping together anymore. A little bit different.
Yeah, she's trying to cope with the loss of her parents and stuff, man. That's what this whole thing was.
Yeah, but see, that would be on him. That would be, but then that would be on him if she's doing something like that and he sees it. These are young people. These are young people, so they don't know no better. They ain't lived long enough to
Mixed
know.
signals
You
here.
know what? I'm not finna. I will protect women's hearts. That's how.
Well, both of them is older than me, so I know better.
Yeah, and younger women should try to get them some older dudes. You see me and Sub know what we talking about. You know?
They always
I'm
do.
serious.
Been
Like
doing
they
that.
need
What you
some
mean?
wisdom. Like the young dudes don't
They
want to
been
settle
doing
down like right then and there. I mean, we don't even know what we want. I know I've been young, so you gotta figure out what you want.
I really feel like a lot of times it don't have anything to do with age, because it's just saying that knowledge is acquired by wisdom, not by age. I just feel like you got to be wise enough to just ask questions and be careful.
Yeah, you
with
got to get wisdom from
your
other
actions.
people. Know who to listen to. You're right.
Look, this is the thing. This is like somebody being courteous. Don't expect people to be courteous. That's what that's basically what you're saying, Belize and Bonita. You're right. Don't expect people to be courteous. Don't expect people to say, excuse me. They will. It's customary that you should, but everybody doesn't. I'm saying that too. Me being on the other end, I would say, excuse me. I would hold the door for you. I think that certain way. Certain people, certain people are self-centered. What they want is important. They're not really. This is emotional intelligence we're talking about. Part of emotional intelligence and success in life, having not broken someone's heart, is because you understand how to read people's emotions. And you say, well, what they want is not important. It's about what I want. That's what this post is right here. Nobody's responsible how you feel if they told you. You are correct. Actions is another thing. And I'm telling you, as a man that have been on both ends, that been hurt and done the hurting and walked into it 50 times and said, damn, why did I do that? I ain't mean to hurt that girl like that. I ain't like her like that. I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. Maybe I shouldn't have sent her the text message. Maybe we shouldn't have went out and, I'm paying for all the meals and doing all, I'm getting her massages and like I'm her man. No, damn well we ain't like that. You being romantic, trying to do certain, because some people like to be romantic. They don't want to do the work though. Don't want to do the work to stay in it. But they'll be romantic though. And see, that romance is power. That's a tool you really don't need to be using on any and every woman. You see what I'm saying? You don't, because it's almost like using your powers for evil. If you know you ain't with the person like that, we just, even if you just gonna quote unquote be cut buddies, keep it at that and don't be smooching, don't be trying to say maybe a little bit here and there, but that's it. Consistently talking every day, spending time, spending money, telling me your life story, and we just cut buddies. I would advise them not to do it. I think he kind of walked into that one. That's just me. Even though she would have been wrong if she was putting, I don't know the story, but if she went all wild and acted a fool, she wrong 100%. But to prevent that situation, it's just like when I play basketball and I throw a bowl because I was taught to grab rebound, put your chin up, hold the ball up. You might bowl somebody. Well, you follow directions, but if you bowl somebody and they get mad, like, man, I ain't trying to hurt the man. Let me just get the ball and put it down in my chest and hold it and try not throw bowls. Some coaches teach you to throw bowls. Some coaches, it's like when somebody hurts somebody in football, when the wide receiver catching the ball and the done cornerback come and just lay him out or free safety. You can end that man's career. Well, it was a clean hit. Yeah, it was a clean hit, but you didn't have to hit him like that. See the difference? Everybody, you're within the rules, but is it right to do? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't try to hurt the man. I just want to get the man down. Some people don't think like that.
Right. Some people don't care.
It was quarantine. They was quarantining, right? So they had to be
I
in
know.
the crib and shit. So
Yeah, so he got really deep. If he quarantined with it, it got really deep. He probably really.
They started hanging with each other after that quarantine radio thing. They started hanging heavy after that quarantine radio thing, and he had her on there for the first time. That's how they got together.
Then he was out with Kelsey too. They got pictures of them out, at the same time. So it's like, bro, dude was living his best life. But it come back. That's what Josie is talking about though, saying about the karma, the spiritual aspect of things, and I mean even in with I didn't catch the other female's name, sorry, but like even if you're not in the realm of spirituality or you don't believe in it, the karma or reap what you sow still applies to you. So that's where he's in the mess he in, Megan's in the mess she in, and you see what we got.
I don't like I said, I don't want to disqualify the fact that, like we said, we can get away from the subject. I think the type of person she is in life, you have to kind of learn. Like, it's just like, guys, we men. You ever been around a dude And you could tell as soon as he walk in the room, me and that nigga get into it. Me and that nigga, we just don't vibe right. You know, just the minute you get around him, because you've been around dudes your whole life, and you know a nigga, okay, this nigga thinks he's tough. Okay, he think he a bully. See, I'll be the slap shit out there. Don't you get what I'm saying?
I think the media going.
You had that mentality. Yeah, so you like, you know what? I need to stay away from this guy. We can do it with that. I think in dating, you do the same thing. Vet it. It's a process.
Yeah.
He should not have dated her. She should not have dated him. And if she was gonna date him, go own up and say, look, babe, this is what it is. I'm gonna be straight up. My car's on the table. What you gonna do?
Please. Before
you get emotional, before you spread your legs, because you spread your legs, it's only gonna get worse. I don't know why women play the game. You really don't need to do. I'm just. It's on you. But if you do it, you really playing Russian roulette, because you're gonna meet the right one. You're gonna get emotionally sucked in because he's good in bed. Women, it just happens like that. He don't even have to be good. He just need to be consistent.
Yeah, exactly. It can get you emotionally.
Yeah, it just, if you consistently doing it over and over and over, eventually you're gonna catch feelings. You're a woman. Now I ain't like that. I can okay. A man will do it just for nothing. Just off. You know what? I just want to know. Don't care nothing about. Don't have to kiss.
It now.
It's true.
Okay.
That's it with a sock, man. Apple pie, bro. He don't love the apple pie. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing.
I think I'm going through that now, though. So.
Hey, bro. We all do
Like,
it, man.
men can't do it either, because yes, you might not be as emotionally attached, but again, you're going to bring the drama you don't want into your life.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want
drama.
So neither male or female should be doing it.
Well,
I agree.
In a perfect world,
it's like
in a perfect world.
Hold on, Rainy. What you saying, Kanan? What you saying, brother?
Yeah, my thing is that she said she didn't want no feelings attached or whatever. So, because she said her boyfriend had just got killed and stuff like that, so she ain't trying to jump in back in another. So we just have our fun, do what we do. So
her boyfriend got killed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it wasn't discouraging because he's young. I agree with you, brother. I think he did what he did in order to learn that you shouldn't do that. That's what I think. I think that's what everybody's in agreement saying, that he should not have done that. Now, if he goes and does it next week, and some dudes in their 50s still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people 50, 60 years old thinking that you could just sleep with people. Sex is not nothing to play with. See, Boogie talks about it. Feelings get involved, and it ain't just women. I'm just saying women because it's usually the woman. But a lot of times, guys too, like I said, my homeboy, who was crying, I had a homeboy, another homeboy had a girl he was messing with, sleeping with her, and then she dumped his ass because he ain't studying. He was cheating on her, and then she dumped his ass, and Cole just left him straight up. It broke his heart. But he said, I didn't know I cared about her like that till she left me. And she was married like a month later. Dude was in love. About another month later, she was pregnant. He was hurt about that shit. I was sitting there patting him on his back. He crying. Like men don't talk about that. I'm telling you. Brothers get their hearts broke every day. I done had mine broke. It happens. And you learn to avoid that stuff and say, you know what? I'm not even gonna play like that. Because I always felt like when I was coming up, whenever I did a girl wrong, I always got it back anyway. Whenever I had a girl crying and hurt, I'm gonna be hurt. If it ain't that, something else gonna happen. But it usually, I just never got away with it. So I just wasn't that type of guy. I wasn't like that. Some guys can be straight up dogs, but one day you're gonna get your karma too. It happens. Yeah. Just like Boomerang, the movie. You know what I'm saying? He got it in the end because he felt like, damn, I was playing with all these women and
he ain't lying between love and hate.
Yeah. You can't just play with people's hearts, man.
That, like they say, no, hell had no fury like a woman scorned, bro. Look at what happened in that man's life, bro. Look at what they do. Like, you do that. What happened in your life, bro? Like I'm saying, but people do have the ability to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? To be young, you can't just crucify everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hold on one second.
With that.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think the media gonna do the best that they can to not, seek out the real truth about it. So.
But you know how they do the brothers, bro. That's how they do them.
Oh yeah.
They looking for any excuse,
yeah.
man, and we just definitely don't need no more extra fuel. I refuse to just throw another brother away without all of the facts, bro. I'm not gonna do that.
Now it's starting to look like the girl was lying. That's what's starting to happen.
Yeah,
It
of
looks like
course.
she was lying. I remember Cynthia G said we can't take women's face. I'm like, no, I ain't saying when a woman gets raped, protect her. Let's follow the law. Let's do what we got to do. But with her
So-
character, now it's starting. Her stories, inconsistencies are coming out. The other girl that was in the car has not spoken. And when I listened to that album yesterday, I kind of knew he was messing with her too. So I'm like, okay, well, he said she a real chick. Why didn't you talk to her? I think Meg, this is what I think. I think Meg, like, I'm the star, I'm the big shot. I'm finna slap her, I'm finna hit her, and that girl went there for that shit. That girl was not gonna put her hands on her, because that's what she tried to do. And they got in a fight. They got in a fight, and he was breaking it up, and damn gun went off, and it shot the ground, and she got some shrapnel. And now everybody talking about. That's why she's pressing charges. I don't think she will fix her mouth to really go and lie that hard on that guy like that. I just don't.
And I
So
get
you
it
wasting your
because it's
time with
like
Cynthia G, dog, for real. You was wasting your time over there with Cynthia G, man, for real.
I get why somebody like you wouldn't necessarily believe somebody like Megan Good because of the image that she holds, right? She
Meg the
has
Stallion.
this
Yeah.
Meg the Stallion, I'm sorry. Because of the image that she holds, she has this kind of like ratchet female gangster persona, right? Because if it was somebody like Beyonce, right, who has more of a clean cut image, 9 times out of 10, most people would believe her. But then again, somebody like Beyonce wouldn't be in that situation to begin with.
Beyonce's paused. Remember the elevator incident? She paused in a motherfucker. She is. Beyonce's poised under pressure.
She is though.
That's why she Beyonce. That's why she Beyonce. I'm not gonna lie. She is. She comes through under pressure. She controls her emotions. She's very stoic under pressure. She does not crack. We never seen her crack. The biggest crack she had was her album, Lemonade. And she made money off of it. Like you can't. So I won't even put Beyonce. So somebody said Beyonce said da da da. I probably would probably tend to believe her because of the track record.
Yep.
Your track record.
Exactly.
Meg Thee Stallion's track record is well publicized from the record deal that we all know now you was lying about. Somebody that fuck gave you a bad deal. No damn well that man gave you all that money, invested in you, and you backdoored him with Jay-Z.
And did him, bro. Ooh.
Did him wrong. I'm like, this man gave you 50% of your publishing. He didn't have no buzz, no mixtape, no nothing.
Yeah.
Off the street. And you talking about it was a bad deal? No, you talking after all this success happened. Now you saying it's a bad deal. No. What if you didn't sell nothing? You see what I'm saying? That man took a risk on you. You got to at least honor the contract. That's what artists do. Then get out of it. But she didn't want to do that. She want to get out now because that shows character. I can't honor my contract. I can't keep my word. Yeah, you got my signature, but you know what? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. That's the same thing as, yeah, I told you that we just friends, but you fucking this and you doing this, so I'm mad. So now I'm finna hit you. I'm finna act a fool. I'm finna blow the scene up. I'm gonna ring the alarm like Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that. So that it can't be both ways. She's shown a track record of not honoring agreements. This is just another installment of her when shit don't go her way. When she start an agreement. When it swing the other way, she don't like it. So now she want to act a fool. That's what it is.
Try to get people to bully, dude. Try to get people, you know what I'm saying? Like Jigga Man.
I ain't like that at all. I ain't like Bun B. And then Rick Ross talking about.
Please.
Oh my man, that made me so mad. Like
Rick Ross talking about he dropped that in your drink and he enjoyed that. She ain't even know.
Right. I'm like, wait a minute, dude. You say you up here talking about Breonna Taylor? This ain't got nothing to do with her.
Ain't got nothing to do. They say he dropped Tory dropped the album on his mama anniversary, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so he got his decisive decision to drop his album when he want to. You feel me? Like they ain't got nothing to do with Breonna Taylor, bro.
Yeah, that's just disrespectful for him to say something like that. You disrespecting and cheapening that girl's death, if you ask me.
Yeah, Rick
Ross. Don't even put that in a damn rap song, man. What the hell wrong with you, man? This for Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor, man. You should no, y'all niggas been on the phone gossiping like some hoes, talking about this nigga. Yeah, all them niggas dogging him. Now it's starting to look inconsistent. Anybody, if you notice, anybody that dared say, I don't know about this, was demonized.
Demonized, bro.
Anybody
Yes.
that, wait a minute, man, we
Yep.
can get the facts.
Yep. They
What
gonna
But
do
I think
that.
it was the fact they were
Anybody that
making jokes.
disagree,
That's the thing that kind of like that's the thing that kind of made everybody upset
I mean, I ain't
because of the
trying
whole
to
gender war in the black community, and you had people on Twitter making jokes about it.
Big
They
deal.
always make
So
those.
what? They crack jokes. So what? She ain't dead. She ain't even get
The
shot in the
internet.
foot. She got some shrapnel. Okay, well, ha ha ha. Like it ain't nothing to be.
FBG
It ain't
Duck
nothing.
called shots. He's dead. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
like
saying? Like
if
black
you
men is
joke about
grave.
yeah, laugh about somebody being dead, then I feel you.
oh,
But
don't get it
laugh about,
twisted. Yeah, they laugh about them too. Don't get it twisted. That
I
FBG
mean,
Duck
And
man,
they be clowning them
it's some
too,
joke.
but
Yeah,
it's death behind that. You know what I'm saying? People
yeah,
die.
I don't laugh
yeah.
at that. I don't laugh. I don't joke on laugh on nobody's death. I think that is
Nah,
dishonorable.
that's clown shit.
But still, let's not talk about just a girl who, man, she got hurt. Okay, she got hurt. It was something that I say is not that big of a deal. Had she shot her foot off or something, I'd be like, damn, that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
it would be no denying she got shot then.
Yeah, but just a Glock and the bullet, great, some pieces of metal splintered off and went in your foot and cut it because you acting a damn fool. We clearly know she was acting a fool. Because I mean, come on, man. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. You can't joke on. It's like damn. You act like it's like you almost that like people are ha ha. She got shot. That's not how people doing it. They might be joking about she can't twerk or whatever, but they not. I don't know, man. We got to stop over emotionalizing, adding all this whatever the word is, being too damn sensitive to situations that I really don't think should be there. I think you should at least be logical and learn from it, but don't go so far as to give her this status of being like some damn untouchable because she did it. Black women are unprotected.
Mm-hmm.
If it come out that you shot that gun went off because you arguing with that girl and he trying to break it up, she full of shit, man. Do you understand?
And black women should be canceling her. Y'all talking about cancel culture? Black women should be mad at her if that's the case.
And that's what it.
Nah, they
I
gonna
ain't not
stick to
trying to.
them.
But they won't. Yeah, we know that for the most part. Maybe Josie will, but for the most part, they won't.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't listen to the radio.
They going to the
nowadays. I
grave.
listen to old music from like the 80s. So
So what? What'd you say?
I said I listen to old music from like the 80s. So I don't even listen to people nowadays.
Yeah, me either. But the point is, I do think that for the most part, I think that women, if this comes out that she was lying, it'll be a blip in the radar.
Yep. $10 million
It'll be
out of the
career. You got people talking about they looking for this nigga. You got people talking about he needs to be called. You got people talking about they gonna hurt him, and it's a lie. It's a lie. Just like I had a girl who lied on me and called her brother, made it look like I jumped on him.
I personally feel like all hip hop artists need to be canceled.
I mean, I'm cool with that too. Trust me, hip hop has completely become destructive to the black community. It's nothing like what it was. Yeah, it's not positive anymore. And I'm tired of you saying, "Well, I'm just talking about the image we see in the streets." I'm like, damn, that's all we can talk about for 60 damn years is drugs and guns and violence. Like that's it.
Yeah, really.
We can't talk about businesses and being in love or raising a son or a daughter.
Yeah,
or
that's
people
my,
ain't checking
that's my
for
thing. I remember I was watching
the
an interview
people
of
ain't checking for
T.I.
nothing.
I was watching an interview on T.I.
Ooh.
I was watching an interview of T.I. on some kind of sitcom, and he said the same thing about how, somebody addressed him about why do you always, talk about these violent things in your songs, and he said something like, he's just talking about what goes on in the hood. But my thing is, it's one thing to talk about what goes on in the hood, but it's another thing to glorify. Because I feel like if you're talking about the things that go on in the hood, I should be crying because a lot of the things that go on in the hood are actually very sad.
Well,
right?
Hold on. Let's go a little bit further into that scenario about the people aren't checking for it, and this is what's going on. That is lazy as fuck. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I can. It's just lazy. I will. Nobody will tell me that you can't go back to the 90s and listen to a Goody Mob CD, the first Goody Mob.
Wait, what are you talking about?
No, I'm saying because people saying you can't make good music that people want to bump in the clubs unless
Are you
talk
talking to me though?
No, I'm not talking. I'm just saying.
Just talking in general.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, what I'm saying is people saying, well, you can't go back. You go listen to the Outkast old albums. They wasn't talking about killing and shooting people.
Nah.
They wasn't
And they
talking
were
like,
jamming too.
I'm a Crip, I'm a Blood. They wasn't even talking like that. You go
But they
listen
were
to
from
Goody
the
Mob.
hood though.
Exactly. They was from the hood, but they could talk about life.
Yep.
Why it's just outright lazy artistry as an artist that all you feel like you can do is talk about popping pills and sex and drugs and murder and no stripper rappers.
We heard it already.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, you can't take a song that people like that'll rock the club like how Queen Latifah used to do. You're telling me that you can't do that today. I beg to differ. I think you can make good music. I think there's a lack of creativity on these artists. I think that, and I don't even say artists, I think these labels force these artists because they know it's a tool. They know it's destructive. And I think they use it as a tool to keep us fucked up. And I think because you got the guy that died, Juice WRLD, he said, I listened to Dirty Sprite by Future and I tried. That's what made me get on lean. That shit led to his death.
Yeah. It's definitely destructive for our community, bro. Like you said, we can do something better. That's why I like people like NLE Chopper, the young dude, say he not rapping negative no more. Nothing else you hear from him be negative. People like Kanye, who, doing the gospel rap, remixing the songs. It need to be some different type of, things that's made cool, because it ain't just cool for, us to just be killing each other. We already see that's foolish now. Talk about taking some pills and doing all that. We already see that's a fool's game, bro. Like I said, Hove did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. People get like, even I'm just at a point where I'm like, damn, that's why I'm starting to listen to country music now. Like,
damn,
you listen to a country song, he talking about a truck, he talking about a dog he had, he talking about, you get what I'm saying? He talking about.
I might have to pick it up.
Yeah, go listen to some of this country music. Like, this is some clean, wholesome entertainment. It's what was it? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. 5 o'clock. I'm getting off. I'm excited. I'm finna go get me a beer. That's what they think about and make millions of dollars. Yeah. Rappers is one way. It's like, damn. And then that's why you see most black kids who don't have fathers, and a lot of these young boys out here want to project themselves as thugs, want to project themselves as, dare I say, tough. I could go to any town USA where there's a young black man and he gonna be mean mugging. Why? Because that's what rappers do. Rappers are tough. Rappers project themselves as tough and hard. So I'm gonna try to be like, my favorite rapper, like Ice Cube, who wasn't even that wasn't who he was. That was an image. But that's what we do. We try to project ourselves. Right now, as a black man, young black man, it probably behoove your ass to smile and say, hey, how you doing? And show somebody your teeth. You might get a job, you might get an opportunity, but just being tough. And that's us as black men. We want to be tough all the damn time. I'm gonna tell my son.
You gotta blame the people, man. They only checking for the negative, man. You gotta blame the people. It's a whole
That's
lot of
too, man.
Like, I still listen to Kurt Franklin. Like, come on, man. Like, I listen to Kurt Franklin's gospel music. Ain't nobody trying to check on that. It's all about the people.
You're right. So that gives you good content. But if the artist gives you good content that's sick, like Kendrick Lamar gives you good content. I was just listening to
they love him too. They love him and J. Cole. They waiting on them to drop album, but they're not as consistent as every other artist. See, that's the positive stuff they listen to is J. Cole and Kendrick. And people like Kevin Gates and all of them, like they talked about some real shit. Like, and then it's another rapper named Jordan Lucas. They check him out, but it ain't all negative and everything, but they're checking out some positive stuff. Exactly. But for the most part, like you got to blame the people on that. Rappers just trying to come up. Think about it. Like, everybody listen to podcasts nowadays. Now you got every rapper trying to start a podcast.
Yeah, lame.
Doing all that. You dig what I'm saying? Pretty much by 2025, all these YouTubers is gonna be some old rappers. It's all about people. Yeah, but that was it.
I agree. I do agree. I do think that the people, and I'm not into the vibrational energy type stuff, but I do think when they say low vibration, rap music is low vibration. I do blame the labels and the executives more so than the artists. I think, and the people. I think I think that, for example, A-Marie dropped one thing and it became a hit, right? Beyonce tried to imitate A-Marie. Anne Marie got mad because that's what Beyonce. A lot of people don't pay attention. Beyonce follows other people. We don't know this. Like Drake. Drake does it. Drake will try to imitate an artist. If he hot, he'll steal it. You know what I'm saying? So I think the creativity.
Drake has helped a lot of people, yo. Drake helped a whole lot of
I'm not
rappers
saying he
get
has
top
it, but he
billboards,
does.
bro.
He is.
I know.
A lot of people are upset. Well, have been upset. The one that died. What's his name?
I know.
Who?
XX Tentacion?
Yeah, it's Triple X. Yeah, XX Tentacion was like, he was upset. I think Drake gave him some money or something because he got quiet. But when he was first getting out of prison, he was upset with Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think the creativity is just not there anymore. I don't think that is not because and I'm not trying to say this because I'm an older cat. Go back and listen to 90s music, R&B. I'm not even talking about rap.
We listen to it all the time, so we listen to that stuff all the time. You know, like rappers, like I listen to Spice One. I still listen to E40
Keep
to this
naming
day. You know what I'm saying? And who else?
But let me ask you this: when
Camp
those
Lo.
guys was out, when Spice One was out with that East Bay Gangster, in America, the one we're rolling with them, motherfucking strap on the side of it, hot with him and Tupac. That was out at the same time Outkast was out, and it didn't sound the same sonically. Like it did not sound the same. And if you go and look at R&B music, there were times where artists was out, and I look at the top 100 for certain weeks. Sometimes I just get bored and I do shit like that, and it'll be 5 or 10 different songs, different artists, different looks, different sounds, different cities. One from Minnesota, condition. Then you got some guys. Yeah, it's different. Now it's like, okay, we want the trap sound. We want that. We want that drill music. We want that type of shit.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Meek Mill's albums is cold, bro. Like
Meek is a real artist though.
Meek Mill, like if you look at his albums, man, he's real. Like that's some. I don't care nobody say that's some good music for real. Like you talk about the wins and losses, and then the one that just came out. What's it called? His last album, Championship.
At least he's showing some growth.
Listen to that. He's shown some real growth. I didn't like him.
He was a battle rapper. He was a battle rapper. He would do battles, and he actually talks about stuff. That's why.
And that's good.
That's why Tory
they say
Lanez
battle rappers don't know how to rap. Yo,
that's why Tory Lanez album is so hot because he's talking about what happened. He's talking about his life.
The spirit behind the music, man,
He's
matters.
expressing his feelings. I don't say. I'm not even gonna say it has to be that you sound exactly like the 90s. It doesn't have to be, but at least that album, I said it was a good album because I was like, he's talking about his feelings, what he's been through. He's taking shots at everybody that been selling them out. And come to find out now, as he raps, I put 2 and 2, went back and looked at the stories. I'm like, she do got some inconsistencies in her story, man. This is something.
I just kind of get offended sometimes. Like when they say all my music is trash. When like really you ain't listened to one album from this dude, this generation. Like Drake is the biggest artist out here, and he ain't talking about all that trapping stuff. Haven't y'all noticed? And then this dude, I think he has the most hits. Period. Like I think he has the most hits, man. I think he just passed Elvis Presley or something.
When did he come out?
2009.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
And that mixtape was from 07, wasn't it?
Which one? Which mixtape?
The mixtape was 07. The mixtape, the first mixtape he had when he signed with Cash Money.
I get a classic. I can forget the name.
Way back, I forget the name of it. Yeah, but look, I'm not gonna say 100% every artist sucks. But if I go cut my radio on right now and ride 65 miles around,
you can't listen to the radio. That's the problem. That's the problem. You cannot listen to the radio. Trust me. That is the problem. I meant to tell you that. I meant to tell you that. Yeah.
To a problem because me at my age, I'm not. Look, I'm listening to Jodeci. I'm listening to Luther Vandross. I'm listening to what I want to hear. Yeah. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna get exposed to those certain people. The only way I'm gonna get exposed.
I'm telling you, if you listen to some of these rappers' albums, you will have a whole nother opinion of. You cannot listen to the radio stuff. You cannot.
But that's what I'm saying. But see, the dominant society is what you hear in the dominant society is rap is on the radio, and I hear WAP. Yeah. I hear the fucking
Young Dolph.
Hey, Young Dolph, I like
we all say.
Though,
so that's why
you gotta listen to albums, man. You gotta check the albums
bro.
out, man.
Like, but I'm saying like music like that, bro, is where those be. You know, is like I said, they not drilling and killing to no Kendrick. I mean, to no Mary, or no, you know, no Kurt Franklin.
I listen to them too.
They listen to Young Dolph. when they doing that, when they pull it or stuff like that, committing crimes and I need to go out here and get the chains and you know what I'm saying? And like, bro, that's basically all I heard from dude. Now
I don't even blame
him.
the artist. It's not that I hate the artists. I think what happened is I'm gonna go and say the J word, the Jews run the industry. So it's like if we can't run our own industry, somebody else dictates the spigot. That's why when you cut the radio on, Kanan has to tell me not to listen to the radio. Me, from my generation, if I want to know what's going on, we cut the radio on. Now I can't do that no more.
Yeah, leave that radio alone.
Because the Jews control who runs it. They the same, I call them small hats, whatever. They dictate what we see. That's why Cardi B is as big as she is, right? And it's like, that's why Tekashi, like, come on, man. This dude is a clown. But he
flopped. His album flopped. Wasn't nobody messing with that.
He was bound to happen.
Literally flopped.
I don't think he had a million people on the live. I think that was a lie. But the record labels do stuff like that. You can't trust men with these labels no more.
Yeah.
See, but you ain't heard nothing from 6ix9ine ever since that album. You ain't heard nothing from him ever since. I'm telling you that shit flopped. When nobody checked.
That's because they gave him $5 million. They said that cat went out and spent half his money trying to buy change to flex, and then he got into it. He kind of his money tight right now. I can tell.
Yeah, when they get like that.
So when his money right, he gonna run his mouth. He running his mouth right now because he broke. He was in apartments and shit. Like nigga, you in an apartment? Like what you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't no apartment, man. That wasn't no apartment. Sub be gassing these dudes, man. He be getting on their heads verbally. He be talking.
Hold on.
He be getting on them. You be getting on their heads, boy.
Hold on. Let me say this. You wasn't in an apartment. Where was he at? Where he was on the balcony in the grade. He was like, it wasn't even a gated community. You ain't got no money like that. It wasn't like he was in a like ballerific ass situation when he got out. That's what I'm saying. And even
he just bought like a $2 million mansion though too.
And even
it wasn't 20 or something like that.
I ain't trying to be funny. Look at the bedroom he was in. I looked at the furniture. I'm like, nigga, you flexing. Like you bought the chain real, but you bought it because it was meant to show off. It's not like you got that type of wealth that it's just a little chump change. No, that was probably half your damn pot. You took half that all the necklace to flex.
Yeah, they don't be having money like that. They don't be having money like that.
You gotta think about this. Like your security is literally the police. It's not even the security guards. Like when your security is literally the police, them are SWAT cars like outside of his house, man. I don't think his pockets is tight like that. Like if you like this dude, like this man can go live right now and do what he did, just like what he did like a couple months ago, which is get a first million views and whatnot, man. But once you got, man, like you see all these other rappers, okay, these are for SUV trucks, Escalade and stuff like that. When he pulls up, it's literally cop cars with sirens on the top of them, man. Your money is not tight. You rolling around like that, and police don't protect snitches, and we should know that by now. Yeah.
Well, like I said, Tekashi, that's what I'm saying. So I think until we're able to control our own imagery, there are a lot of probably independent artists that are probably talking good, but they're not beholden to the record labels. So, but if you beholden to a record label, you remember Jay-Z and Fade to Black when Jay-Z was talking to the guy, you know how he talked. Look how you got him. He don't even want to be himself. He got to rap a certain way because you guys, the fans, he can't really be himself on his own records, And so I think there's also the pressure when you bring your ass in a record label. Okay, change this song, because he's had artists say that they've had creative differences. They want you to rap about bullshit, bubblegum shit.
Yeah.
Whatever they want.
That's why I listen to albums like Apple Music. Hey, Sub, you got Apple Music?
No, I got Tidal and Spotify.
Okay, I think that's even better. But yeah,
I might get Apple Music because I'll be wanting to watch them verses.
Yeah,
I want to watch
Apple
verses.
Music.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
can
get
you
it,
watch
man.
verses on the TV? When you get
I
Apple
don't
Music,
know.
can you watch it on the TV? All right, man. Stay
music.
up.
You talking about like rappers going against each other type verses?
Yeah, when they do the verses, because I watched Monica and it was on we watch it on YouTube. I mean on the TV. But I don't be wanting to do that. I be wanting to watch it because it be blurry off somebody's phone.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't be checking for the verses like that. I ain't seen none of my favorite artists do
Oh, I
it yet
love
and
it.
stuff
I love
like
it.
that.
I
You
love
know
it.
what
I
I'm saying?
love
I know
Monica.
y'all like it. I know y'all like it, but the only time I see it, man, is when they making memes, just like the light skinned dude with the big
Hey,
hat.
the Jagged Edge versus
Yeah.
112 was Monica
Matter of fact,
and
I got a
I think the best thing we can do now with the situation that we're in is okay, we can't control the radio waves and everything like that, but just on a smaller scale, maybe somebody could like create some kind of app like Apple, but it's just for like black music that's more on the positive side to try and like cancel out so it'd be easier to find
I mean,
music from today.
I bet it only had 2 subscriptions. Trust me.
No.
People
Not
really
if
don't
you
listen
put
to
the
it,
right
man.
promotion behind it.
But not if they making good music. Good music don't have to be positive music. Does not
Like
necessarily have
Michael Jackson, for example, he's the most famous man. He's been dead 10 years, but he makes the most money. His music is the most positive. People still like positive
Yeah.
music even today.
Oh yeah, yeah. But like far as like a big old impact, man, it's gotta be the ignorance and stuff like that. But like, hey Sub, have you even like do you like what
I think
artist
we
from this
gotta have
generation of
faith.
album have you heard? Have you listened to it though? Listen to.
man. You talking about this generation? I
Yeah.
just listened to the whole Tory Lanez album yesterday. I
Right, right,
listened to. I mean, it's kind of in the middle. Early 2000s, some of that is hit or miss for me. So I would say Jeezy, but I like Jeezy. But some of these songs from these young cats, I do like. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a hypocrite. If I'm riding or listening in the club or something, like, oh damn, I like that. Who was that?
Yeah,
Y'all might hit
trust
my
me.
little Shazam. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. That's how I am. But unless I'm out in the
Yeah.
club or out somewhere, that's it. Now, am I gonna go listen to a whole Young Dolph? Hell no. He might be talking about some deep financial investment, how to become a millionaire. I just ain't listening to it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
Like
I'm not
even
even going to
like
listen to it.
rappers like Drake and like Kevin Gates and Meek Mill and Kendrick
I
Lamar,
like
you
Kevin
can
Gates.
listen
But
to
see,
those
I
albums.
like all of them.
And
So
Rick Ross,
Keenan,
like one of his albums, man, like he got a couple of albums. Like see Rick Ross, he does it like half and half. Like he'd let you know, like, okay, this album is about that trap shit, but this album over here is about some real shit. Like like if you go like that, look at all his albums and check them out, man. Yeah, you'll know. Like Rick Ross, he's real underrated in this generation. To me, he's
Kanan,
very underrated in this. What's up?
based off of what you just said, do you believe that the situation will ever get better?
What situation?
What you mean? What
Like
you mean? What
musically
situation?
and how it's affecting the black community negatively. Do you think it'll ever get better?
Um, I would go like I would say like kind of half and half, but it's just like I said, man. It's just like people got to listen to these albums and everything. I don't think it'll get better.
But
You know what I'm
you
saying?
you sound like
Because of
a
the
real
people that will
person.
listen to it.
Can you
Huh?
finna sit down and take the time to listen to a whole album? You gonna listen to the whack songs
Yeah.
and good songs. I'm not gonna do that.
See
I
the
don't
thing
do that
is,
either.
if the song don't sound good, if the song don't sound good, I'm gonna go to the next one. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But like on each, I'm gonna tell you like this: from every album, you at least is gonna like 1 or 2 songs minimum.
I'm gonna put it like this. Yeah, you
Minimum.
probably will. A good
Minimum.
example, a good artist I like that does real good music. Raphael Sadiq, Tony, right? Old school guy. You could put his album in and just hit play. That's just him. He makes good, different music. He experiments sonically. He's not just one type of artist. He's not. You know what I'm saying? And I think the fact that you're getting away from instrumentation, and because the older generation, they used to play instruments, they actually had music in schools. They actually, people that went to band. Now it gets away from that because you got guys that used to sell drugs playing with sound machines. So it's gonna be different sound wise for the most part. And so everybody's not gonna be the same. I have to have a reason to want to sit and listen to somebody's album who I have no interest in.
Like that
If
Tory Lanez album.
I wanted to hear that because I wanted to hear
Yeah.
what he said. Then
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this cat spit. Then I started listening to it just objectively, not even listening to what he was saying, was just like the sounds, the beat selection, everything. I was like, this is on point. This guy went on. I got to give it
Yeah,
to
I'm
him.
telling you.
Yeah, it's a lot of albums. It's a lot of albums, man, that people missing some good songs on. For real. I know that. I just know that for a fact. And I listen,
I
I
tell
listen
you.
to the
So when did
old
you
folks too,
graduate high
though. I
school?
listen to them.
Kenny, when did you graduate high school?
About 2 years ago, I just got out.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
I'm 21 now, so it's
so we think
2018.
different. We think way different. That's what I'm saying. I'm old enough to be your dad, man. So that's what I'm
Oh yeah, I
saying. We
know.
just got a different vibe, different energy. So we see stuff different. I'm gonna see stuff
Oh yeah,
completely different. Yeah,
but
because
that's
I
the
know.
thing though. That's the
So
thing though.
this
I try to
your
sit down and listen
generation.
to the old folks.
Yeah, but this your generation. So you would probably feel that way. Because you'll listen to an album. I'm just not. I'm just not gonna
I
do it.
listen to an album from your era. I will sit down and listen to an album from your era. 5 of them.
Yeah, but you probably got
True.
somebody you grew up around some type of old something that young people just don't do that. So young people ain't gonna just go listen to no damn Confunction. They're just not. You know what I'm saying? I had older brothers and sisters that put me on Confunction. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't, and I got, oh, this is some good stuff. Listening to Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes or stuff like, man, somebody put that in me. You know what I'm
See, but
saying?
listen though,
You know,
that's
I'm gonna
true.
go. So
But that's true. But it's like
bye, y'all.
all
I
right,
was put on to like
Jesse.
the old.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on, sister.
See,
Okay.
All right.
yeah, I was put on to like the old trap music, like the old like I used to like listen to like E40 and stuff like that. Like that's the old rap music from back then. So so I kind of listen to gospel music here and there, but I try to be unbiased as possible. But when it comes to like people just saying like, okay, this is like this whole generation is just need to be thrown away,
I
I
know
just
to
don't
us
like it.
we
That's that
sound like,
radio. That's that
well,
radio
I
message.
get it. But
Period.
I get it, but why is that? Though? Why is the radio so degenerate? Because it has to. That's why older people. If I ride somewhere and I'm talking and I just leave the commercials on V103 or 107.9 in Atlanta, we'll go to a commercial, then we'll come back. They'll be playing some song. I'm like, this nigga, this is a nursery rhyme. What is this?
If you traveling, you better put an album in. If you driving,
I'm talking
you
about just
better
riding
put an
around
album
town.
in.
Even I ain't saying travel. I'm just saying. But the problem is, I have to now because you're right. I do have to put out. First of all, my car get cut on. Ain't no radio on unless it's talk radio.
Oh, okay.
That's it. I don't listen to no radio, so I don't listen to the radio. But I do know what to expect when I put the radio on. I could set my clock. It's gonna be some Cardi B. It's gonna be Meg Thee Stallion. It's gonna be a bunch of no-name dudes that I don't know that all sound the same, talking about how they popping pills and got money and sleeping with women. That's what it's gonna be. And
Yeah,
it's
but
terrible.
that I think me personally is like I listened to Cardi B's album like Invasion of Privacy, and it was like emotional. It was very emotional. Like this around the time she was getting into it with Offset, and I felt it was a good album too. Though she wasn't talking
Yeah,
about
see,
nothing neither.
yeah. I never listened to her. I can't name but one song she did. You're right. You got me. You know what? Motorsport. I can name that one because it was some drama behind it. Motorsport and Cardi Bodak Yellow. Those are the only two songs I know by her. And WAP. That's three.
Oh,
That's
okay,
it.
okay.
I don't know
Yeah, that's
nothing
the
but two
drama.
songs by her.
Okay, that's the drama behind it. Okay, I got you. Yeah,
But
that's
other
why
than
they
that,
do stupid stuff. That's why they do stupid stuff before they try to drop an album.
I can't. That's
That's the
why I
point.
can't. When I hear her music, I shut down. I don't want to hear. I don't listen to her lyrics. I don't like that. I
I
don't like
understand.
her. I don't because I know what she represents. I know what she sells to the young. She's evil to the black community. She's doing a lot of damage to me. Her imagery, everything. She made this song and it was about black women. She's supposed to be Latino. No,
I
Latino
understand.
people didn't have nothing to say. It was black women, black women, black. Like, damn. So when she do something degenerate and evil, it's automatically projected on black women. I don't like her. I can't stand her.
Yeah, I
Just like I
understand.
don't like your boy LeBron.
Yeah, I know. I've been listening to you. I've been listening to you since 2018,
Well,
2017,
thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate
2016.
that, man. I appreciate you for sticking with me, man. I'm sure y'all a lot of LeBron fans don't like me, but it is what it is. I mean, the dude is a top
I mean,
five. I've always said he's a
I
top five. The boy is a top five all-time player, okay, which I think is honorable to say top five.
and
You
that's
can argue with other people as to who's better, but he's in that conversation. He's not. That's undeniable. I just think
I
it
respect
cheapens
your
it.
opinion.
I do. I just think it cheapens him when you got top five talent. That cheapens him because I don't think he need. I'm thinking he's the type of talent he is. Like last year. that team that he had 2 guys averaging 18 points a game. He could at least made the playoffs and probably would have beat the Lakers.
Last year?
He would have beat Golden State. They would have beat Golden
Oh, he
State.
got injured. He definitely caught that pelvic injury, and he just said, "Forget it. I'm not even going to try to strive for the playoffs." But now he here now.
If he had a played Golden State, they'd have beat him because they didn't match up. Because Steve Kerr's not a good coach, just like Doc Rivers did. But look, man, let me head out, man.
Oh yeah, last thing.
What's
I
up?
come in in different accounts. Like earlier, I was all CNI, and the other days I was Andre Bishop. So I've been watching for a while. So.
Oh yeah, you Andre Bishop. Oh okay, so
Yeah.
You probably watching me when you was in high school. Then I've been seeing Andre Bishop for a minute.
Yeah, I've been in here. He's been in here for a minute. He's looking right at you.
Man. I appreciate it, man.
I like that coat
man,
too.
appreciate it, man. That was I bought that from where did I buy that jacket? What's that place in the mall? My mind went blank. Zara.
Oh man, don't even.
Zara.
What kind of jacket? What kind of jacket is it? Because I'm in Kansas City, Missouri.
It's a peacoat. Right. I got about 4 or 5 of them, but that's one of them. I had a red one. I don't wear that, but yeah. So anyway, man.
I see you, man. Good talk.
Y'all have a good one, man. See y'all.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Rainy. All right, I'll see you.
Have a great one. Thank you. God bless.
You have a good one. Bye.